Hi, diddly ho, friendaloons. It's Rale. It's once again time to Nintendo things. And I had my mic on loop. Oh no. I'm sorry. New audio setup. Who dis? I'm currently joined by Whacker and Andy. Say hi, lads.
Hello? Hello? Who's the new person? I don't recognize his voice!
Unfortunately, Storm is not here yet, so I don't have the resident audio engineer to help me adjust mic settings. So if I sound off, please tell me if I sound a little too loud or a little too quiet or you're hearing background noise.
He's a technological nincompoop anyways.
Stranger danger.
Or
No, Storm. He and Crispy are the two technological nincompoops.
I don't know about that. Alright, anywho.
Crispy admits to it. Like, he owns that.
Fire Emblem continues.
No mistakes.
Share game.
Oh no, God forbid you watch it like everybody else with the slight bit of lag.
Yeah, I know, with like a... And wow!
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I gotta stop screaming so much.
I enjoy the screaming.
I mean, you do, but... And that's good.
There we go. Also, Whacker, if you want to do the tags.
Of course.
Everybody's tired this morning.
Bahamut Rail.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Whacker woke up from a nap. I know Andy woke up from a nap. If I didn't have an eye doctor appointment, I would have woken up from a nap. Who is it that has the...
Bahamut Rail.
Oh, it's the dancer. Me?
The stage is mine.
Bad puns.
Every time.
Bad jokes. What did we name Sensopie?
Sensopie.
Andy, I need another tag.
Mercury Alpha says to add tag hashtag Bahamut facts.
New Mike, who this?
New Mike, who this? Yes.
New Mike, who this?
All right.
So, ladies and gentlemen in the audience, I've been playing a game that I am surprisingly pleased by. Chroma Squad, the Sentai Rangers.
Yeah,
RPG.
that's just because you're making us all out to be nincompoops in this little fantasy world of yours.
I didn't have a problem with it. I was a beaver.
One, how am I making you any more of a nincompoop than you already are not? Am I adding or subtracting anything to this?
You are subtracting from my magnificence.
Our paths diverge.
You heard me.
I heard you. I just
Yeah.
don't know if I care.
Speechless. Whoa!
But no, Whacker, you were the Green Ranger. You were the Assault Ranger.
You put me in a goddamn panda outfit.
Well, that was because he was like the sleepy, lazy one.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
But
Look,
you had a freaking axe, and you had all these cool abilities. Like,
Oh, you didn't tell me any of this shit.
well,
You're just an asshole in the panda outfit.
The entrance.
Bon swag.
hey.
More of the corrupted.
But yeah, like
Is everyone okay?
you'd have like this round. It was a roundhouse kick, but because of the grid space, it was called square house kick.
We meet again.
And also with your axe, you had a chance of like hitting other people beside the attack. And I think something important's happening, so let me shut the hell
How
up.
have you been? I was surprised to see you out in that blizzard. I hope you found
Careful,
it
the
easy.
plot's advancing.
Yeah, we got the Yandere dragon talking. Let's hold on.
Huh? Are you mad about something?
oh yeah, this is her when she's a good person.
Lies? What do you
Instead of
mean?
evil.
I promise you, I'm not.
Not a step closer. You stay where you are, Belle Princess.
How
Looking at you, I feel again the shame of losing father.
So remember when she was in her evil mode that she was like, I've never met you before.
My father. What more do you want? The people you killed? They had families. But you don't care, do you? All that pain. You don't even give it a second thought.
Wait a moment. I killed people?
Swear to God, the hair physics in this game is going to be the death
You
of
know
me.
what you did?
You know, at least they have hair, Whacker.
How
Leave them
dare
alone.
you show your face here?
I have a
murdered my
full,
mother
bushy, thick head
and
of hair.
stole
It's
the
just...
ring.
That is strong words, Whacker. That is
Right.
strong words.
You just kept your hair in a bowl and glued it and then just slapped it on your head.
I won't make that mistake.
No, the lady who has been cutting my hair for the better part of 2.5 decades at this point repeatedly talks about
Let her go.
how thick my hair still
Probably
is.
Mm, mm.
You're right.
Divine
Legit.
One? Are you alright?
Yes, I'm sure when you're getting your bikini wax,
But
I
the
have
next
much
time I see
much
you,
to
I'll
say
eyes.
about all the hair on your ass.
Look, man.
Okay, explain that one, Night Owl. What's Greedfall? And wait, oh, was that the one where the graphics rendered like all the teeth and all the little people, or?
I think that's the game that's like 18th century inspired, stuff like that. I've only
Okay.
seen a couple minutes of gameplay of it.
Warning, I may flub controls somewhat because I've been playing
Thank you.
a shitload of Sea of Stars out with controller,
May I?
and muscle memory is tuned to that game.
It's all right. You're shit at this. We know.
Hmm. Okay.
Also, Storm, now that I've actually got you on mic, how does the audio sound?
Let me answer when my mouth isn't full. Nom, nom, nom. Okay, so now that I've swallowed that bit of sandwich, let's see. Speak up again.
Hi, diddly ho, friendaloons.
It actually sounds clearer. I'll have to actually adjust your volume because now, because you're clearer, you're actually quieter.
It sounds worse.
Talk again.
How
Talk
much
again,
wood
Rale?
could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
It's not capturing as much of your low end.
Thanks.
There's probably a setting, but
Probably.
So,
Rale has quite the falsetto voice, Storm.
yes.
yeah, but his previous mic, I could hear more like low end to his voice.
Yeah, but he's a falsetto, so
You know what falsetto means, right?
doesn't mean you got a really high pitched voice.
It means that you're singing at higher pitch than your normative range, and so you're stripping out a lot of the lower end of your voice.
Excellent.
Like, this is me talking in my falsetto! Ha-ha!
Oh, kids!
That was horrible. Don't ever do that again.
Oh my goodness!
There we
I feel
Another
like we need to get Warlax in here for his Golem.
If I may.
Golem.
another example of falsetto is when you say hear Judas Priest scream. When they do the what?
You mean Sir Robert Halford?
Yes.
You got another thing coming.
Is it bad that the only way I can shift into my Mickey Mouse voice is by using a specific sentence, specifically, oh, kids?
I thought you had to like sit on your balls
No.
and then you can.
Usually how I shift voices is I have a specific saying that goes with it. Like my deep voice is, eat your peas, son. That is as deep as my voice goes.
Do you
Without straining.
guys ever have that time where you wake up and you swear you just have the sexiest goddamn deep voice ever. And it's like, I wish this would last forever.
No.
It's called dehydration.
What's that? What's the guy with the mustache that always plays the cowboy that shows up?
Oh, Sam Elliott.
Yeah, Sam Elliott. Yeah, when you wake up and you got that Sam Elliott voice, and you're like, God damn, I wish this would last a lot longer than it's going to.
Yep.
Mercury Alpha, everybody has trigger words. They do different things. But everybody do.
That do be how they doobie do.
Man. So, Storm Song.
Mm-hmm.
Storm.
Mm-hmm.
When I was at Location Redacted,
Killed people.
meeting a certain individual and his family,
Why would I do that?
Mm-hmm.
I encountered something.
Lady Vale.
Mm-hmm.
I took a picture of it and flipped it off and sent it to you.
It's you.
Mm.
You're a hard girl to
Yes,
find.
1 second.
Why'd
Do you,
disappear? Had me all freaked out.
what would you happen to know about
Back
this,
home,
Storm?
right?
Told me to. Huh? Oh, I see what's going on here.
I mean,
Storm?
honestly, that's getting into a realm that is more crispy. Is like, I know sound engineering, he knows Furbonomics.
Furbonomics.
Finally spend time
Sorry, Furbonetics. Sorry.
Furbenetics.
Furbonetics.
Furbenetics.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're calling it.
Written by Furbron Hubbard.
Honestly, he did. I'm surprised. In hindsight, that was the only one he brought down, and he put it on the table behind me because I was doing a crossword stuff with a bunch of his extended family, and apparently he snuck upstairs, brought it down, and put it on the table behind me, and didn't see it until I called attention to it.
Yep.
At which point I took the picture, flipped it off, and sent that to you.
How could you have done something
But yes,
bad
I did.
and
He did
forgotten
not
it?
inflict the entire.
Right. I couldn't have.
He did not
Only
inflict
I'd
the
done
children
that
on
before.
me.
Maybe there wouldn't be this
What about a
kind of
flubber
misunderstanding.
Furby?
You want to try and speak with him again?
Flubby.
Set things straight.
Flubby. His name will be Flubby.
I also made a
I'm messing
gooey
with
butter
you,
cake
Crispy.
for his
One moment.
family
This is
to
what you
bribe
want
them
I'll
so that
help out. Nothing's not
they would
loyal,
actually
that's the
maybe
evil.
like me and stuff.
Crispy.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you,
believe it
Chris.
worked.
It seems I misjudged you.
It's settled then. Let's head
Tim the
to
Grim says, I adore the long Furbies that crawl around.
There.
Because that's where the divine
Alright,
dragon
Flubber
Timothy.
Furby has been sent to Crispy.
How do you know?
Come on, we're on a
Tim also says,
Gotta head for the
probably to
place
Andy,
safe.
just commit 500 cigarettes and obliterate your vocal cords.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a bad time.
I do. You're right. No time to waste.
Wait, sorry, I should do it in as much of Tim's voice as I can. Just commit 500 cigarettes and obliterate your vocal
No,
cords.
there's not. No, there's not enough re in there.
I love Tim.
I
He is
hate
Tim.
Whacker. I
Yes?
hate that that's somewhat accurate.
What?
Furbonomics would have been if
For
early
trying to
John Cena
describe
had a
Tim's
Furby
voice.
gimmick.
Because Tim has a very singular voice. Like, when you hear it, you know it's him, but it's hard to describe that quality.
Tim? So much that goes into what constitutes Tim's voice. It's impossible to
Thank you for the hope you showed me back then.
describe
I only
in
gave
a
you small
few
push.
brief sentences.
You'll be
I mean, the re is a substantial part of it, but Tim just, I don't know, you just instantly know it's Tim.
Yeah. And this is not a situation of it's a good voice or it's a bad voice. It's just Tim's voice. and
It's
very
just we
singular.
know it's Tim. Yeah, it's like this is
He's
Tim.
also letting us know that he has attained knowledge that Crispy's family can be bribed with butter sandwiches now.
No, Crispy's family is fucking awesome for starters. They are a great bunch of people.
Mhm.
I seriously enjoyed hanging out.
I mean,
with
yeah,
all of
anybody
them.
willing to welcome you into their house is wonderful people.
Man, I am a charming individual.
Is what
Don't you
we're
dare
calling it.
goddamn say it.
You know, charm is another word for hex, curse, or spell.
Oh, so yeah, on point.
I mean, they let me in. They made me feel welcome. They fed me a bunch of badass food. Crispy's mom made this southwestern themed lasagna
Mm.
that had like
Oh, I love
taco
that.
spice and chicken meat in it. Oh my god, it was fucking good.
Tim lets us know that his voice is constituted by 20% rage, 20% resentment, 20% moisture, 20% polish, car polish, not Polish, and 30% knowledge of mathematics.
Tim has never demonstrated mathematical knowledge.
I know it's suboptimal, but we are keeping the marmot around for the memes. So it's
Yay.
one marmot surrounded by 4 dogs.
This is the marmot that screams,
Yes,
yes.
this is the marmot that screamed. Andy?
Oh.
Oh, God.
And drow.
Ugh.
That reminded me of those cards you get in the Witcher, and I was like, "Oh, your conquest card." I mean,
Well, hello, Divine.
The Gwent cards?
no, in the first Witcher.
Feel free to come again.
Don't. Okay.
I think Whacker's only played Witcher 3.
Oh,
I mean, I played about 15 minutes of The Witcher 2 and did not like it.
Yeah, weren't Witcher 2's controls like...
Witcher 1 and Witcher 2's let me put it to you this way. I started with Witcher 3, right? And trying to go play Witcher 1 and 2 was not a good time.
Actually, I just realized we now need to get Tim to rap that quote. It's 20% rage, 20% resentment, like the 10%.
Oh, yeah.
The remember the name. That's the song I'm thinking of.
20% rage, 20%
Tim just said, I completed all Witcher games. It is required to keep Polish citizenship.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's good, Tim.
Hello, we'd like to make a video game out of your book series. Go fuck yourself. Just give me a little money and I'd happy have it. Are you sure you don't want, royalties? Fuck you!
See, all I can think is everyone else playing the Witcher games. Oh, this is some neat lore. Polish people playing the Witcher games. Why am I being brought back to the dark parts of my childhood?
Just so it shows somebody with the most frumpy face smiles in Polish.
Smiles in Polish.
Alright. New difficulty on that.
Smiles
Wyvern
in
ride.
Polish.
Oh, also we need to have her do the relationship.
Yeah.
with it.
It's really just what's going on outside. My tummy is full of yummy.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look! It's horses.
Yay! This one's called Neff, and this one's called Storm Song.
Do we have any other horses in the Legion? Like, that's the 2 I know off the top of my head.
In the Legion, I don't believe so. In the Ox, there's I think 4 or 5 of them.
Wait, you said
Also,
horses.
I should qualify. Neff's not a brony. It's just his symbol is a horse.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was about to say,
It's like I use a chicken, but I'm not, like, a furry.
A feathery.
Or anything. Yeah, I'm not a feathery.
Yeah, you are.
Wait, I'm not a scarecrow?
No, you're a dipshit.
Why have I been standing out in the middle of the field this whole time?
Look, Andrew, it's not about what you are, it's about what you do, and you do scare Crow pretty badly.
I noticed that I never see him when I'm on.
Flies away.
Oh god, it's that guy that screams on stream all the time.
Introductions are irrelevant. Let us begin.
Again. The screams of Andy heal my soul.
You know, today I choose not to pick the low-hanging fruit.
Okay, now I have to look something up because this may be a cultural reference.
When the fruit is so low hanging, you have to bend down to pick it up.
Oh. Tim responds, I had to beat the Kikimora with a stick over groceries the other day. Might have been a hobo, though. Too dark to be sure.
Today's workout begins now. I'm Dimitri.
Kikimori, I don't know what that is.
No, Kikimora are a bug monster from the Witcher games. They might be from... mythology?
I worked up a pretty good sweat.
Let's look it up.
Send me pictures!
Okay, so Kikimora is a spirit in Slavic mythology. Usually female with... Oh, that is just pleasant to look at. Jesus Christ. I always forget that Slavic mythology is some of the scariest.
I won't go easy on you.
You said pleasant to look at. Why do I feel like you're using the wrong word there?
It's called irony.
He's using very specific words because words.
First and third, and yes, they are for... Yeah.
Thank you for
So they appear to be like... spider women?
I see like crow women.
Oh yeah, no, there's a crow woman there, but then there's like another one that's more like a spider. So the general point is they're a very... Oh, the spider thing is specifically from The Witcher, okay.
Okay,
So-
pause for a second. Rail, the thing that you're doing right now, this dueling thing, can you do that an infinite number of times?
No, 3 times between each level.
Okay.
Oh god.
Oh, we are
What
going
if,
to
like-
grind. Today is going to be grinding because we finally have all the team members and I want to get everybody classed up, and also I need more money. I am running low on cash because this game is actually designed for you to do some of the side fights, so we're going to do a few of them.
Why?
Oh no.
Just click the thing Night Owl sent.
This is
I'm sorry, Teddy. Only people have human rights.
Holy shit! Wow.
10 out of 10.
Persona humor.
Persona humor indeed. Let's see. What do we want to give him? We're gonna have to find him. Yeah, we're gonna have to find him something. Ooh, he could potentially. Cannot use wrong unit type. What? Okay, so I guess the Brave Sword can't be used by cavalry. Or something like that.
Cavalry. Cavalry is
I
an
know, I
event
say
in the
cavalry
Bible.
on purpose, wrong to piss people off who say cavalry.
As both a believer and a medieval historian, I am angerous.
Well done, Rail. Very well
I've
done.
been doing that since before I joined the Aux. My custom BattleTech unit, group, is Spiffy's Cavalry.
So the one that I mispronounced that some people get triggered, but not a lot, is nuclear. Nuclear.
It's pronounced nuclear. The S is silent, dummy.
Storm.
Oh, that's how you
Storm. Storm song.
Wait a minute, I need to check something. I don't remember it.
Gee, Bill, how come your mom lets you have 2 wieners? I am Shiva, god of death!
I really don't get it why people still do yard work when it's raining out.
Okay, it's bond levels. Okay, so
Because
we
the
gotta
rain hides their
focus
tears.
some more rings. Well, actually, we
And
need
I
to get
don't
ring
want to be
characters.
out here.
Andrew.
I found a picture of Andrew back in his motorcycle gangster days.
Oh no.
Who?
Andy. Back in his motorcycle gangster days.
Please tell me he has a giant pompadour.
I swear I've seen that helmet in real life.
Oh no, it's Animal from the Muppets. That's awesome.
Yep.
I thought you found the other picture of me on a bike. I was about to.
Oh no.
I was about to initiate like Order 66 on the entire Legion. No one must know of my baby picture on the Dr. Seuss trike. You must all die.
But you just told me.
Shut up!
What are you sending me?
Okay, well, we need to...
That is an awesome hat. Andronicus Q Fenster Waffles.
Yeah.
And growl.
What's this? Oh yeah, that's what we use the arena for, that I can just spam. Noted. Wee. Did anybody ever do that as a kid? Is every time you go down a hill, you go wee, and every time you go up a hill, you inhale sharply while you're driving?
Potentially.
Look, man, my cherished memory was still of my friends and I finding out that you could go down the stairs in those polyester sleeping bags really fast. And it was fun.
I am Lucina. Let's see what you can do. I lost?
Whew, I worked up a pretty good sweat.
You are the Prince of Firene, yes? My ring was held by your nation 1,000 years ago.
Really? You were in Firene back then? Huh. Well, I'm sure glad to have you back.
Okay, she gives bow proficiency. No. So we're gonna try to get Alfred
Today's workout
up
begins
to
now.
A proficiency.
I am Corin. I'm looking forward to
Because
this.
if I read that correctly, how it works is
This loss
classes have a
pains me.
base level of proficiency,
worked
and
up
then
a
you
pretty
get
good sweat.
increased proficiency by having a high enough bond with a related.
You've got a
Ring.
big family, right? Having older siblings or a younger brother.
The older siblings were steadfast, while my younger brothers
Oh,
were
big
arrogant.
stretch.
But still
Oh.
Corin's family was absolutely massive, like 2 games worth of massive. They tried to pull the Pokemon thing with that game.
How did it go?
Now we confirm. Just gotta get to 6. So
I'm Crown
Rale.
Prince of Firene.
yeah,
My
Purple.
name is Corin.
Purple
Ready
Burful.
to fight.
Herful Durful.
Pains me.
I worked up.
It's not fair. He's on a fucking horse.
She doesn't even have shoes.
What, the horse or the girl?
The girl. Corn doesn't wear shoes.
Oh well, we better fix that. Pulls out a nail and horseshoes. Wait a minute.
Okay, that didn't work.
I will not, sir.
Okay, so not that.
Hey, Whacker. Whacker. Whacker.
What?
Hi.
Hi. Bye. Baby?
A boom.
Man.
Okay, so apparently Alfred just doesn't get to use stuff in his specialty class. So we're going to get his specialty class's skill, and then we'll probably jump him over to a paladin. Because it seems he's capped at A if he stays in that class. That's so lame.
No cap on God, y'all.
I wish they would have kept the previous proficiencies from all the other Fire Emblem games. You level it up by using it. Okay, that being the case, I'm done here. To the world map. To the world map, dang it. Alright.
Wait, what lesson? What lesson would you try to teach me, Maze? Are you going to teach me how to sew?
The lesson of steel.
I've sewn a little bit.
He's
If
gonna
I did
teach
some
you how to
warm up,
grow
I could
corn.
probably. If I did some practice and stuff, I could probably stitch us some plushies.
I want a plushy Whacker that I can, sit on my desk to stare at me disappointedly every night.
I mean, I still like Whacker when I think of Whacker, like his icon for our group, it's still like the green rat.
I miss the green rat ever so slightly.
I remember we gave him a spoon because of the Sun game.
I was actually contacted about the project last night. Storm,
Wait, which project?
the person who's doing the things for streaming.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So I will be providing that shortly because when I was contacted, I was on a boat.
We've got to decide who our last teammate is.
Let's see.
So,
Tim can do embroidery, apparently. I want to see this.
Actually, we
Okay,
can...
so...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to ask Tim to clarify. So, General Radin, or Radan? Who's that from? Or what's that from?
Radon, I think, is from Elden Ring.
Oh, okay, yeah, I haven't played Elden Ring yet. I've played Dark Souls 1 and 2.
Yunaka is supposed to be like the queen of stabby stab.
Yeah, she's very good with stabby stab, but I've also got the Wolf Knight lady with the furry tail. I would like to have... So, yeah, we need a dagger user as a primary dagger user. So we've got Marin, who's a wolf knight. We've got Inaka, who's a thief. And we've got Zelkov, who's a thief.
Yeah, he's an edgelord.
Ah.
Seems I'm only coming... I don't know why I'm only coming from the left speaker.
Oh, wait, is this that character that got so big he couldn't ride his horse anymore, so, like, he kept it as a pet?
Actually, let's try something. How about now?
Yeah, so, in the D&D game I run on Fridays, Tim's character is this, super Chad-looking paladin. Everything you expect from a knight in shining armor. But then, for some reason, his horse is just, like, desperately overweight.
What about that? Did that fix it?
You killed the stream.
Well, in Discord, like, you're still on Twitch.
Stream in Discord. Because if I fiddle with any OBS settings... So, chat... Okay, that fixed it. Okay, I had to switch the mic to mono. For some reason, the mic defaults to left stream through OBS. That's weird. Alright, let me get it set back up to where these guys can see the game again.
Wow, it's almost like your old mic was better and perfectly adequate for what
it wasn't.
you were doing. Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. Also, this is way more comfortable, like, drastically.
What, were you deep-throating your mic?
No, but it was not comfortable having it, like, in front of my face constantly, like, down near my mouth on my beard. Because it got into my beard as it came down. Because I have a full beard.
But yeah, we don't have you on. You're not streaming in Discord at the moment.
I was setting it up. It takes a little bit, which is why I usually set it beforehand. Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Anybody who's ever caught a beard hair in an audio jack as you're plugging something into the audio jack knows my pain. So anywho, chat. Also, lads, do we go with the Wolf Lady, the Sparkle Lady, or the Edgelord as our knife user?
I like Sparkle Lady.
It's one vote for Sparkle Lady.
Let's go with Sparkle Lady.
Sparkle Lady it is. 2 out of 3. And chat is divided evenly, so... There's a possibility we will be able to change Inaka to Wolf Girl later. We will see. I don't know how much changing their class changes their looks.
Yes.
Alright. So, what are we looking at? Griffin Knight. Jesus Christ. Are these all classed up? They are all classed up. Oof. Oh, wait, no. I think the Wyvern Knights aren't. That's good, at least. Lots of classed up enemies to deal with. So what it is these spammable levels scale based off your total party level.
Ah.
Yes. Which can be a massive pain. Alright, we're gonna do it like this. Yeah, that seems like the plan to go with. Can he reach them? No. Not yet, at least. We'll see what happens after I remove Friendaloo. Alright. Are they all at least low level in their class? Yeah, they're all like level 1 in their second class. We can work with that.
Ciao.
Understood.
Here we go. My turn.
Right.
The choice is yours.
Ah, shite. Danced the wrong one. This is what I get for spamming buttons. It's okay, we'll make do.
Spamming buttons in an RPG is generally never a good idea.
Yeah, you think.
You know what is a good idea?
Oh no, here we go.
These prices!
No, I was gonna say saving your money.
Okay.
Don't sound so disappointed, Whacker.
No, he's right.
Yes.
I'll protect you. We fight for peace.
I can handle it.
I hear you.
Neither of you have a psychic tome, do you? Staff do you? Ah! Okay, this is actually the controller being funky, not me. Okay.
Sure.
Shut up, Whacker.
Don't you tell Whacker to shut up. The elderly should be respected.
You were beautiful while you lasted.
Backhand, swing and a miss.
Look. I give everybody a baseline of respect when I first meet them, and then modulate that respect based off of, you know, them.
I smell gold.
Hmm.
Whacker gets
So what
the
you're
amount-
saying-
the exact amount of respect that he has earned.
Wow.
Wait a second. Oh, God. Everybody is just tired today, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
It is. It's been hellishly hot. So, well, and then where I am, the winds have carried all of Canada's, burning down to us.
Thought we asked Willard and Psyduck to stop their smoking.
And Psyduck agreed, but Willard just couldn't resist.
God damn it, Willard.
That's right. We're blaming Willard for all of the fires in Canada. It is clearly his fault and always shall be.
Allow me.
Maze, do not buy Whacker a cane because I'm pretty sure he will try to cane me.
Not sure what you mean by try.
Oh, that's funny. You think you're an actual threat. Adorable.
Okay. Nope. You'll find out. This is fine.
Fuck around and find out, Whacker. Fuck around and find
Yeah.
out.
If you want a shot at the title, Cupcake, you can take it.
Oh, she might die. Dodge the... Nope. Okay, shut.
The fight for peace must not.
Yes, yes. It's okay. We're gonna reverse time and fix this.
I'm going to unfuck what Rale fucked up.
Begin player
Yep.
phase. Okay.
So, for the later streams, because I knew they were harder, I had forgotten for whenever I do stream Mega Man X2 and Mega Man X3, which will probably be like one each month. I had forgotten that the difficulty rate goes up substantially from 1.
Maybe I should stream the Battle Network games
There you go.
at some point. I don't know. Technically, they were originally Nintendo exclusives, so there's an argument that they do count to fit my one rule. But I don't know.
I owe you one.
When I finally strike the death blow against Rail, the final line will be something like, "Oh no! Sega games! My one weakness!"
I don't have a problem with Sega games, they're just inferior.
Someone in chat's mad. I don't know who, but someone.
Look,
Nothing short of victory.
if Sega games are so good, why did they stop making consoles? Also, why have there been no actually really great Sonic games in God knows how long?
That would require the person making them to care.
Alright.
I know what you're talking about. Sonichu and Sonic are things. Okay, I felt a little dirty saying that. I'm moderately sorry.
No, you're not,
Oh, our sins are gross and without remit.
Your face is gross.
And without remit, yes.
Yeah.
I've got a plan.
Do you get it? Do you see what I did there? Do you get it? Hey Storm, do you get it?
Probably.
I moved Hortensia too quickly. There we go.
We should get one of those white plastic lawn chairs for Storm.
Why?
Because he's the Storm that approaches.
Is he?
Is that
Is he
with
really?
a lawn chair?
Yeah. One day I need to remind myself to show you the video or the Dark Dragon Knight, her attack from Legend of Dragoon.
Here we go.
The dragon's what now?
When life gets hard, you need to get harder, snorts Viagra.
No.
Thank you, Tim.
No,
Ladies and gentlemen, Ladies and gentlemen, please do not snort your blood pressure medications.
How do we want to handle this? You know what? That seems like a plan. We'll go with... It's a good thing the game doesn't let me do two dancers.
Somewhere between a sex joke and a desire to play Final Fantasy Tactics just occurred.
What?
All right. I just thought of something. I want to ask you something, Storm. How many times have you played Tactics?
All the way through, probably 3?
Or how many times have you at least got to the point where Delita kidnaps the princess in the beginning?
I mean, a lot of times.
Beginning of the game.
Have you because I've sworn I've seen this, like my first playthrough. Didn't you see Delita, like when he is on the chocobo and he's kidnapping her? Didn't he flip everybody off? Like he flips everybody to bird and then they run off, right?
I mean, from what I know about Delita, that would be on brand.
I don't remember him doing that, so... Ooh, I mean... I'm not going to say you're wrong, but I don't recall it looking like that.
I mean, maybe I'm just like, I don't know. I swear that happened, and then like I play it and it doesn't happen.
Maybe you
I don't
saw
know
a fan
why I
animation
wouldn't.
at some point?
A fan animation?
I don't know.
I would have swore I remember like someone like a forum saying like it's like a 1 in 1,000 chance that you'll see it or something like that. But I
mean, that forums from that time are also only so reliable.
Yeah.
People
must be one of those-
lie on the internet? No.
Look, the Andela effect. This is shit that Andy remembers that doesn't happen.
Yep. And that's about how it be.
They don't think it'd be like it do, but it do.
Don't know what.
What the fuck, Tim? Sorry, Tim sent me a picture of Superman handing you, the audience, your car keys and a bottle of whiskey saying, it'll be okay.
This is what I trained for.
I mean,
My uncle works at Squaresoft, and he's told me that if you hold down all the controller buttons during the cutscene, delete dabs before leaving.
Allow me.
Allow me.
I'm sorry.
Tim says about the Superman picture, he knows what is best for us.
You're too kind to me.
Oh, lordy. I am more tired than I thought I was.
I think we all are. It's the heat of the summer and the Canadians, monk.
How dare they?
Okay, like,
yeah.
there is like, you know, upper jet streams that can sometimes like deposit large amounts of dust from other continents here, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, nature is
yeah.
wacky when you get into it.
Oh yeah, like there are entire like insects that just. I think there's like some insects that hibernate in the jet stream, and then when they're deposited, they start like laying eggs and shit.
Andy,
Yes, Whacker, my friend.
what are you on about?
I don't know. Mississippi education. That's what I'm on.
Concern.
What hell of a drug.
Mississippi Queen.
If you know what I mean.
Poor thing got to attack twice
Yep.
with 0 damage. Oof.
Yeah.
Throw the knife.
What am I on? I'm on WBPL 76.
It's a pretty addictive drug.
Brought to you by Wide Beans Tom House.
Yes, Wide Beans Tom House, where you can adopt one Tom of your own.
Eventually wilt.
Quiet, son. I'm speaking for you.
Get back in the box.
Me in order.
Andronicus Q.
One day I need to try baked beans on toast. But I just can't help but think that it's just carbs on carbs, and I'm just like, ew. By the way, guess what I saw at the gas station?
Gas?
The gas pump.
I mean, you're right, but that's not what I'm thinking. They had the lollipops with the grasshoppers in them, or the crickets. The spicy ones.
I mean, y'all are gonna get a taste of cricket. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's coming.
You
I'm
got
looking
another
forward to it.
thing coming.
Are we also gonna get like the whole insects like fried and stuff like that, or is this
No,
just...
no. It is just the powdered cricket turned into hot dogs.
Whacker. We're gonna meet up, and it's gonna be like the buffet dinner table at that one scene in Indiana Jones.
Chilled monkey brain.
Chilled monkey brains.
At your service.
Ooh, live eels.
Also,
They're eating
I would
good.
not fucking do that because prions are terrifying.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, prions are like, ugh, that's the shit nightmares right there.
Yep.
Me?
Foot potato chip.
Gibbity doo wop doo wop doo wop.
If I did that.
Scat man.
Andrew.
So I was curious because everyone's always talking about YouTube shit about the skibbity toilet thing.
Is that one with the head coming out of the toilet?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a meme I am not familiar with, and I don't wish to go out of my way to familiarize myself with it.
So apparently it's basically like it's a YouTube series in similar comedic fashion to YouTube poop. So
Yeah, it's nothing new under the sun. It's just people are a little weirded out that like YouTube poops, which used to be kind of a niche thing, are now getting that popular.
turns out this new generation grew up with the deep internet already as part of their general go-to.
Man, YouTube poop is becoming too mainstream.
Oh my god, no! Don't even...
I liked YouTube poop before it was popular.
Sorry, brain.
So, unfortunately, there is a fair amount of hipster that I have to get out of my system here. I allowed Crispy to make me drink 2 IPAs.
Oh no.
Like
Whatever
He's lost to us.
Like I feel like I need to put on one of them berets and do like some slam poetry and shit like that. Like, it's bad.
I don't know if Diamond can win versus 3. Well, no, because the other ones will probably be baited by the other two, so... We'll check. Yeah, okay. Wait, why did...
Emblem Engage.
Well, actually, yeah, he'll be fine engaging. That's okay. Kill this, then we just have to worry about this. Oh no, we don't want that. It does the whole sneak. Cannot follow up and always attacks last. Nope.
Now I'm angry. That's Brodia for you.
Let's see how this round goes.
Tim responds, I will now proceed to be unemployed, drink IPAs, wear beret, lumberjack shirt, grow beard. I can't, so I'll just steal one, and be obnoxious.
I mean, really, the obnoxious part is the only thing I actually have a problem with. I, too, am a lover of flannel who has a beard. I wear a flat cap, though, not a beret. I swear to God, I'm not a hipster. I just like nice clothes.
I'm sorry.
He's a hipster.
He's a hippo.
You're a hipster.
You're a hipster, Mr. Rale.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking me? That thing just crit on a 9%. Fuck you too, game.
Man, shit.
Now we gotta reverse time again. At least not all the way back to the beginning, just to the... Okay. Yes, but... Time crystal. Okay, so this time.
Andrew.
Yes.
Hi.
Andrew, the neighbors are forming a summoning circle outside.
Tim, I don't think rolling less than a nat 1 is a skill issue.
Yeah.
Actually, no, nat 1's 5%. Sorry. So, between a nat 1 and a nat 2. Okay, she's just apparently destined to miss there.
Apparently you're coping.
I am very much coping. Shut up. Let me cope.
Coca-Cola.
Here at the Copacabana.
When you're feeling really down and you need a pick me up.
Yeah, that seems like best plan. Okay.
And shit.
What a pain.
This is my horse. My horse is amazing.
Give it a lick.
It tastes just like raisins.
Okay, so apparently swords are not sufficient to take this guy down, but if we fist them, we win.
Praising rail.
What? I'm hitting them with my
This time, victory was mine.
I cast fist.
What a workout!
I do in fact cast fist. Alright. So the goal should be...
Zumbarge.
Right there. Yeah, this'll work.
Ooh, nice.
You've got a tomahawk. Alright, let's try this.
There we go. So, chat, I want all of you to tell us which member of this voice cast you think has the sexiest voice.
Yes, truly and verily. Which one of no?
I love democracy. Tim has voted for himself.
Meh, I have the sexiest voice.
That was a surprisingly good Tim.
It lacked for certain tones, but it was getting there.
I'll get you there.
I mean, you already have.
Storm, not in front of the public.
Wait a minute.
Yes, we signed the NDA with our managers that said that we cannot have boyfriends and girlfriends because, like, our fans will get jealous or some shit like that.
Oh God, are we a K-pop group?
We are now.
We are the worst fucking K-pop group that has ever existed. Good
K-pop group full of like fat, obese American men.
Whoa!
That's why it's brilliant enough to work.
We put the pop in K-pop as in, oh boy, if we ate any more, we're gonna blow.
Indy out here, like I declare war on your delicate feelings. Yep, that'll do.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a wizard war. I cast Metabolic Syndrome.
Let's do this.
What? Andrew.
What?
No.
Lollipop, lollipop, boom, baba, lollipop.
Lollipop, lollipop, lollipop.
Did you ever see those pictures of the guy that's like, my 7-year-old kid draws these, and then I draw like epic anime versions of them as practice?
Yes.
It's pretty good. Power word scrunch. I just imagined that just makes you fold into a cube.
I saw some dude over there casting power.
Tim, you took the children in the divorce.
And you put them in a pot and everything. Started stirring it around.
He took half of Colorado, too.
You know what? Tim is the Baba Yaga. I mean, he's the
Colorado is like the U.S. Poland.
It wasn't
No,
what I
that's
was
Utah.
thinking specifically,
That's
but...
Utah. People from Utah are gonna hate me for that, but my Fox was born in Utah and her family moved away from there for a reason.
Now I'm just trying to imagine what, like, a really Polish version of the Mormon church looks like.
I know the actual reason is, like, they moved out of the area they lived in was extremely poor and became one of the most gentrified areas in the state.
Yes, it's the gentrification, yes.
They lived north of Salt Lake.
Also, BRB.
North of Sussex.
South of Loathing.
things should ease up a little bit now.
don't-
Part of the problem with this map has been all the damn flying units.
You know what else the problem has been? These prices!
I know
Wait.
it was coming and I'm
Storm, you forgot! The explosive device on the back of your head, no! Summon hemorrhoids.
Sweet shade.
Our children have apparently outgrown the hot dog stand.
Who the hell outgrows a hot dog stand? Man!
I cast kidney stone measured in inches.
Oh! Sweet Jesus, what's wrong with you, Rale?
A lot.
Who hurt you?
I cast meat poops!
I'm here.
Explosive Pete moops.
Pete Bog.
Explode your dick and small your ass.
I
Get
cast-
bent, loser. Penis blast!
I cast rectal Pete Bog.
Oh! Rale, why? What in God's name is wrong with you?
A whole bunch of stuff, as shown above.
Oh, wow.
I'll be right back as well.
Gotta go do an extra wipe after that one just to be sure. Are you kidding me?
Tim, sweet Jesus, why?
I think sandpaper teeth on its own is bad enough. Dear Lord.
For Lucia.
Dun, 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 dun.
Alright, give me a second.
By the way, for everyone's edification, you know how Squick's been playing that crab game?
Do you mean Crab
Cookie
Dark
Mama...
Souls, or... No, the other one.
The other one.
I can keep going.
But yeah, just this, very, well, crabtacular game. Anyways, they've been playing it on stream. He's been playing it off stream as well. Like, he's apparently already logged several tens of hours in it.
Nice.
And, he's now to a point where, it cannot be made sense of whether, his power level is beyond measure at this point. The crab flies now.
Crab flies now?
It flies now.
Oh boy. So I know that game's got roguelike aspects. Does it actually do the, Actually, we'll engage. Give her
I
does stuff carry over?
I believe
Like
so.
some stuff? Like, I know most roguelikes don't let you carry over everything, but usually you'll get, like, a permanent small stat boost for the next run.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, it just seems like a never-ending bullet hell with a crab.
Yeah. As you do.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna play Build a Kaiju.
Okay.
Rail,
Yo.
pick a number between 1 and 3. Or, I mean, you can roll a d3 or whatever, but I think you're busy.
Two.
Alright. What kind of arms does this creature have? It is kaiju.
It's the multi-armed Zanzibanian shark women with their exploding wigs of death.
What the actual shit, Storm? No.
I'm quoting the Muppets.
Shit, okay, she's not the right one for the job. Dang it.
Storm Song, choose 1 or 3.
1.
Alright, what kind of head does this thing have?
Nope, I didn't want the times.
A stub neck with a great stone wheel carved in symbols in place of a head. Ever spinning and rotating as it pronounces the blasphemies of 1,000 dead gods.
Okay, give me a moment to write all that down.
He's not even bothered by it. He's just like, give me a moment. Deploy the Bozo Beater 9000. Set phasers to rectum. Himsa sounds like one of my hexes.
Okay, Whacker, what kind of legs does this thing have?
I think Whacker's away at the bathroom doing an old man poop.
Okay. He must have ate a lot of meat.
You were beautiful while you lasted.
Alright, let's see if she survives. If she does, we gold. If she doesn't, we have to reverse time even more. Oh no, he goes for... No, he went for Sensify. I guess they wanted to attack both at the same time? Yeah, they wanted to both try and, like, triangle attack Sensify. Unfortunately, that was not the correct tactical decision.
Ta-da!
Because arguably my strongest character. So thank you for AI.
Indeed.
Making a tactical fucking error. Okay.
You're a tactical fucking error.
I mean,
I'm sorry I called you that, Rail.
I'm pretty sure I was an accident.
Just I was gonna say, Storm, you been talking
Rail,
to Rail.
I didn't mean it like that. Why do you have to make me sad, Rail?
All right, Tim, you'll take the place of Whacker. We'll give him crab legs.
Alright, it's just the one mage, so who do we want to? Will you no, you'll be more useful going this way.
Okay, Storm, choose between 4 and 6.
5.
Okay, what kind of tail does this thing have?
A scaled tail linked ever in with many hooked chains dragging behind it the carcasses of the slain.
Okay. As long as, yeah, she's 100% chance to hit. She's guaranteed.
Get one free.
Get knifed.
That was a cinch.
Knife
Well,
to see you.
have you been reading Revelations or something?
What? Why?
I'm sorry, I meant Storm.
I've been writing a lot of metal music recently and listening to a lot of SCP. Also, yes, I've been listening to specifically the band Savior Machine, who takes all their lyrics from the Book of Revelation and the Book of Isaiah and Ezekiel.
Did you see what Night Owl wrote, Storm?
And that's what I love about
it's either that or Dark Souls.
Yep.
Whacker.
Shout out to Miyazaki. Eccentrically dangerous monsters are probably one of my favorite creatures of his.
Man, shit, I am back.
The Whack Daddy has returned.
Oh boy. Welcome back, Whacker.
Whacker.
What?
Choose either 4 or 6.
6.
Okay, on this kaiju, as in giant monster, give us like a special feature. Like, I don't know, it could be wings or particular spikes or something.
Venomous fangs.
Okay, well, I didn't think I would have to, mention this, but the thing doesn't have a head. It's just got a stone wheel with the cursed writings of a mad god on it. Storm.
Hey, look, you gave me creative options and I took them.
Can we,
Also, we should quote that, and I didn't think I'd have to say this.
Oh. I guess, bat wings.
Okay. Now it flies. Thanks, Whacker. Influence has increased. We've kind of made Destroya, but we've made Destroya if Dante wrote him.
Devil may cry, and he certainly will when he, sees what we've made.
Devil may cry when Whacker arrives.
Him says, just add the teeth in the anus like the Wookiees have in Star Wars.
You know that comic where it's like the devil and it's like, picks up the phone, hello, God? He's
here.
Okay, Rale.
Yep.
I said give him arms. What kind of arms does the kaiju have?
Stretch Armstrong arms.
Yes.
So you can reach out and touch people.
I'll just say stretchy arms.
Yeah.
Reach out and touch me.
Do 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 do. Your own personal cheese.
Okay, you know what? No, I'm sorry. I am quoting that.
Okay, I'm gonna give this to Tim since he seems like really imaginative and it's gonna make it funny. Tim, the last piece of this kaiju. What is the main body like?
It's literally like just a pancake stack, but it's butts all the way down.
He's like, oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
I want my own hell. I can do a better job than Satan.
It is the amalgamations of thousands and thousands of dead bodies stitched together.
600 conjoined
600 conjoined polar bears.
We call it the apex, 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 apex. I'm not doing this all the way, but you get the gist. Predator.
Hi there.
It's on that Sigma male grind set.
Oh, God. I do not respect the grind.
Okay, so they're
Learn
gonna
to
like...
relax. Learn to chill out, brah.
So, like, it's got the head, it's got a stubbed neck with a stone wheel, and on the wheel it has carvings of cursed writings from, like, gods and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's got stretchy arms, crab legs, bat wings, a scaled tail that's dragging hooked chains with, like, dead bodies on it.
It just
its
cuts.
body is basically made out of a bunch of, like, polar bears. They probably drugged this thing up out of the Bering Sea when they were, like, trying to go crab fishing.
It just cuts to
Chat
Cthulhu.
says that kaiju needs to have a tramp stamp, and I'm going to add on to that, it has to have a glowing magic tramp stamp.
A cutie mark, as it were.
Oh my god, yes, it has a cutie mark, yes! Yes!
Alright, cutie mark. But I'm spelling cutie with a K to make it metal.
Storm,
This too is
there
upset.
any part of the pony lore that makes cutie mark with a K a bad thing?
No.
Okay, just making sure. It's one of those things that you never know, because the brony community is large and diverse enough that you never know. It's better to ask and be sure.
Yeah.
Is this, like, cutie mark going to be on its thigh, or is it going to be, like, on its belly or something?
Well, remember, it has crab legs, so it's not really a thigh.
Yeah, no,
that's right.
Remember, it's a tramp stamp, so it's a cutie mark tramp stamp.
Well, it's got a tail, too.
I hate all of you, and I hate this entire conversation.
I mean, given where
Whack.
cutie marks are in the actual, like, My Little Pony, you could argue they're a type of tramp stamp. They're a little off.
I mean, it's why we jokingly call them the divine tramp stamp sometimes.
Oh, well, there you fucking go. Okay, now then.
What would be the most cursed language to see friendship is magic written? Like Russian?
That's not good.
No, because we've seen that.
I wonder what it looked like in, like, Mordor speak. Mordor
Klingon!
writing on the ring.
Klingon.
Tice.
Yep.
We got to sell some shit. Ah! No.
Klingon would be friendship is honorable.
Yeah, something like that. My brain's just going to that really wholesome scene in Deep Space Nine where General Martok is comforting the children whose parents are on the Federation ships. And he's like, worry not, the brave enter Stovacor, or something like that. It's like, it's the way a Klingon would comfort a child, but it still somehow ends up being completely wholesome.
I thank you.
Okay, let's see.
I'd forgotten if you had that moment.
Okay, do we have anything else that... Oh, yeah. that uses magic to attack for some reason. No, not a second seal. We need more master
thank you.
seals.
I thank you.
Okay.
Do come again.
Eh. Okay. Diamant.
Yeah.
Change class.
This thing probably, like, attacks the northern shores of, like, Canada and Russia and shit, and just drags down sailors and shit.
Forever crying out for the love that was lost to it.
Through its stumpy neck, going...
No, its cry is the sounds of the slain and the dead gods written upon its wheel. From the ether, from every direction of your mind, screaming like a psychic weight.
You don't know if it's the squeaking of the wheel turning on its rusty axis, or if it's an actual voice screaming out in some ungodly eldritch language that you choose not to understand. Why does it have a wheel? I don't know.
Y'all are a bunch of drama llamas.
You're a drama llama.
Yeah.
Drama llama ding dong!
I was about to make a drama llama ding dong joke, but I was gonna call Whacker a ding dong in the course of it.
You know, if you want to look at kaiju that do and look like weird shit, they've got that kaiju from Gamera that literally shoots out shuriken from the side of its steak cutter shaped head.
Rude.
Yep. This rhombus ass looking motherfucker.
I mean, look at Megalon. He's got two halves of a drill that he puts together in his hands, and they make one drill. How does that work?
Oh god, Bully Snake in chat. It would be more cursed if its scream sounded like Oni-chan. Oni-chan! Where are you, Oni-chan?
Concern.
Alright.
Oh god.
Real quick, I do need to run to the bathroom. I'm gonna turn on auto advance again. I'll be right back.
So imagine this, a kaiju that is the amalgamation of all of the lonely widows whose husbands went out to sea and never returned, either for war or for fishing or trade.
Serious.
That pose.
Yes.
Is he about to bow an apology like the incident at the border?
Mr. Wolf, I'm so sorry. I'm sure that my apologies will enrage you further, to the point you might devour me. And if I wind up in your stomach, my allies...
I bet this guy likes to be stepped on.
But I must persist. Please, though I have no right to make this request, I ask you to go home. I'm begging you.
The wolf is actually turning away. Incredible.
There it goes. Thank goodness you're all right, Divine One.
Thank you, Alchrist. I'm glad you're okay too. That was a risky move.
Think nothing of it. Your life is worth far more than mine, so I just did what needed to be done.
No. My life, your life, everyone's lives. None of us are above anyone else.
You're right,
Andronicus Q Fenster Waffle.
Yes, Rale. Whacker.
The Divine Dragon's
How dare.
I know. There's something wrong with me today.
We're all exhausted. Also, I have decided that I'm going to dock Storm on his Sunday stream.
Wow. He's so
What?
fast.
Just how I doxed you with your completely real, not at all made up government name, Andronicus Q Fenster Waffles. So yeah, we're gonna dock Storm with his completely, totally real, not at all made up government name.
Indeed.
So I learned a thing. Apparently, My setup treats my capture card as a microphone input, so when I hit mute all, it also mutes that. So if you all were wondering why the audio on the game cut out for a little bit, that was why. Which means I'm gonna have to fiddle with that some more.
Rale likes to fiddle with things.
Yes, very much so. I like to tinker with shit. It's fun. Don't you kink shit.
Rale has the knack.
Actually, I never bought any of the knack games.
The knack refers to, like,
I know,
the habit of tinkering and engineering.
Storm, I'm sassing you.
I watched Super Beard Bros play the first one. It seemed alright. I think it's one of those games you'd play once, and then, like, that was nice, and then you'd never play it again.
I mean, if I'm correct, the first knack was mostly like a PlayStation 3 tech demo.
Yeah.
Or a PlayStation 4 tech demo. One of the
5, I think.
No,
or
no,
was
I
it
know
4?
it was. I know it was at least 4.
Yeah, it's 4,
at
I
the
think.
latest. Yeah, no, because the PlayStation 3 tech demo was Little Big Planet. That was the tech demo game for that.
I wanted to play that game where you had, like, the sticks with the glowy ball at the end that had a very unfortunate shape. You use those to have Muppets and such, and I thought that was amazing.
Yeah.
Did you want to play it because of the very unfortunate shape, Andrew?
No, I wanted to play it because they had the Muppets.
Oh, okay.
It's time to put on makeup. It's time to light the lights. It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppets.
Auxiliary tonight. Womp, womp, womp.
I want to take that, like, more Lovecraftian version, but use that for the Legion here. Let's see if I can find it.
Gregorian, the Gregorian version of that.
Oh, yeah.
It's time to put on makeup.
No, there's a version where the lyrics are like we're summoning Cthulhu or something like that.
That's the one that I want to take it and then just adjust it slightly. Here we are. It's time to burn the incense, it's time to slay the sheep. It's time to wake the Legion from 1,000 years of sleep. It's time to raise existence, it's time to banish light. It's time to call the void in on the BPL tonight. So tell us, where's your god now? I guess you'll never know. Your life becomes a torture when we begin the show. And now let's get things started. Why don't you get things started? It's time to get these started on the aberrational, no salvational, incantational, Muppetational. This will be your final Legion cast.
I'll be honest, Storm. I hate to add more crap to your ever-expanding list of projects, but a Muppet Show opening for WBPL 76 would be fucking amazing.
It's 7 slots out on my project list.
It's already on the fucking list!
Oh yeah, Spar and Andy put this idea in my head years ago.
It was
Well,
the auxiliary tonight. And we
Yeah.
wanted to have the Muppets be Texan Diggs going like, why are we here? I don't know.
Yeah,
Why are you
it's in that
harvesting
bucket of
galvanized steel beams from your pet pen?
It's in that bucket of things we're never going to do, like Poor Unfortunate Lord.
So I'm
Night Owl.
torn on something.
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry, I have to quote that too. You aren't the first naked engineer to come in here using that excuse.
I'm torn on something. Given my love of puns, would Diggs be Fozzie Bear or would I?
He is a bear.
Not sure.
Scraps compared to Diamond.
Waka waka,
But I must
motherfucker.
try.
You're like, shit, that's
Waka.
actually a good question. Oh, dear.
Waka waka waka. Who wants to hear a funny ass joke?
Yeah, I know Night Owl. I love Dilbert, but it's so out of left field, and I forgot about it, and here you are saying it and making me so happy. I think my favorite Dilbert quote still has to be the one where he wakes up. His alarm clock is 7 of 9 from Voyager. Wake up, get out of bed, go out and assimilate the day. Wake up, get out of bed, go out and assimilate the day. Resistance is futile. I wonder if I could ever get a girlfriend like Jerry Ryan. That, too, is futile. Okay, that's enough out of you. Don't touch me. Then how do I turn you off? Believe me, I am plenty turned off.
Oof. Reykjavik.
Yeah, I could have sworn, wasn't it Reykjavik?
All right.
Reykjavik.
That's the name. This is the name of the creature, the Reykjavik horror.
Oh boy. Alright, y'all ready to see? This is one class change I've been waiting for. One of the two big ones that I've been waiting for is Alchrist. Let's see our sad little child who filled with self-doubt rise up and get his class changed to his final form. Behold. It's not different at all, is it, Steve?
He still looks like a sad, and I want him to be a happy.
At least he doesn't have that stupid razor blade hair clip anymore. Honestly, yeah, that alone makes it a massive improvement.
It's not stupid. Mom said it made me look cute.
Storm. Storm.
Ah. Oh, we do need to actually answer a question later on. This is not something we're going to decide yet, but for future reference, who do we marry? Because yes, of course, it's a thing.
The Tower Guard.
I already
the
know.
Gatekeeper.
There's no gatekeeper in this game. I already know what Whacker's answer is gonna be.
Yes.
Actually, no, you probably don't.
Oh? Well, then prove me wrong, Whacker.
Okay, well, I will tell you honestly if you guess. Who do you think?
Let me get to her. There you go, Whacker.
Nope.
Thou hast been defeated, O
Double or
Rale.
nothing.
Who's the?
Double or nothing.
assume
Here's
it-
your second guess.
I would assume it would be like the big knight, like the big
Actually-
himbo knight dude.
Is that your second guess?
I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah, I knew this one would probably be wrong, but I don't have a better guess than this because this seems like it would be absolutely your type.
Scroll up.
Filter! Not saying what I was about to say.
Scroll up. No, keep. Actually, no. Scroll down. Scroll down like.
Tim says Tamara has Tim in her name, making her the superiorist choice.
Okay, it's Chloe.
Oh.
Chloe?
Chloe.
Oh, right there.
Okay, yeah, I can kind of see it now. That tracks.
Yep.
That's not too surprising. I just forget she exists.
So mean.
Shit, man.
Ugh. Eh.
Stormy, stormy, storm.
Whacker likes short skirts.
Yep.
Who doesn't like short skirts?
Does
No.
like short skirts.
Does.
No, I said who doesn't like short skirts. God damn. I can't English.
I
right now.
like short skirts. Who likes short skirts? He likes short
Anybody
skirts.
with
We
any
like
sense.
short skirts.
Something Zetyrioki. Blue gentleman, the trick to that is do more squats.
Yes.
Okay, is this what? What do we got here? Skirmish. I don't think those are gold. Okay, there we go.
Dun 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 dun.
For a minute there, I thought you did like the sound from Reading Rainbow when they like change a scene. Da da da.
No, I'm just. You know how when we were playing through Mega Man X the other day, and I mentioned like this is probably the earliest iteration of my inspirations in music. Mega Man X3 probably is one of the most formative. And so it's like hard for me to not sing along with it, as cringe as I sound when I do.
Well, you already told us about other stuff on stream, Storm.
Be right back.
Yes, I'm aware, and I'll have to.
Oh, we're gonna get this, dude. We're gonna get the victory dance.
An already 9 and 10-year-old Storm song is like hiding in embarrassment.
I am.
Oh no! Dude, we are all going to do this together.
Victory dance.
We are all doing this together. The difference is now, Storm. You have
I can't remember what victory dance are we doing.
I used to do whenever I beat a boss as a little kid in Mega Man.
Okay, I remember now.
And it had a chant and everything, so...
We're gonna fucking do it together, man. It's gonna be a great time.
It is so fucking cringe.
It's gonna be awesome, dude!
I love what Tim says, in the manliest voice I can muster. Poyo.
You literally never need that other sword, so let's get you a good axe. Yeah, we'll go with that. That's it. And a hand.
Apparently we all need to do men in tights, and preferably in tights.
And the manliest voice I can muster.
My only problem is just that I'm bad at remembering all the lyrics to a song, so I will need a lyrics sheet. But if you print a lyrics sheet off, Storm, I'll sing whatever.
Then let this abomination before the Lord my God begin.
And shit, if we do it at the meetup, I'll bring Fox, and she can actually sing.
Yay.
Like, has legitimately won awards for it, actually sing. Okay.
Yes. Waves or it didn't happen. No, I'm joking. I know how good of a singer Huey is.
Okay. Confirm. Okay, nothing behind me. There are flying units again, but not nearly as many. It's mostly cavalry bullcrap. We can abuse this map. So we're gonna send Alfred south with backup from the cavalry. Yeah, this seems like a plan.
Ready and able.
Me?
I'm ready. I love it.
My brain hurts me. It wounds me at times. Chili peppers and stroganoff, I would agree with it, but I'm also strange like that.
I would say fuck no, because that is, well, okay. I need to not be a food snob. I'm a bit of a purist though when it comes to stroganoff. All right, because I love me some really good stroganoff. That's
yeah.
if it floats your boat and you want to do that, go ahead and do it. But if you're making a good traditional stroganoff, no, absolutely
I'll
not.
protect you.
Here goes.
Whereas I love beef stroganoff and I love chili pepper, so I try it at least once. But it may not actually be a good combination. I'm not sure.
The stage is mine.
For peace.
Ready for anything.
There we go. This will be much better.
But would it count if it was hamburger helper stroganoff?
I mean, yeah.
Wacker made a promise to the Stroganoff progenitors that it would be made correctly, probably.
Look,
He was there at the beginning. He knows the original
I can't
recipe.
believe I did that.
I was there at the beginning. I will be there at the end.
that is one of the things that I tend to badger my mom to make whenever she visits or I visit her.
Aw, that's sweet.
Adorable.
Yeah, man.
Mommy still makes a favorite food for him.
She does.
Glad we met.
Your
That
mom's
is-
Your mom's wonderful people. It looks like.
She is. She is a very, very kind lady. And she, that is one thing I have missed ever since moving out. Obviously, when I started adulting was mom's cooking. She's not the best cook in the world, but I love it.
Hmm. Tastes so good, make you want to smack your mama. Hey, mama!
Man. Yeah.
Oh, that'll do. He's weak to play. Oh, that's why he's an armor knight. That tracks.
Yes. Do you know what doesn't track?
These prices!
Actually, yes, I need an analytical report because this seems to be the result of inflation. That's your expertise, Wacker, not mine.
Oh no. Shots fucking fired.
What? Because I know about economics and, monetary policy
No.
and whatnot?
I didn't mean it that way, Rale, but when I look back at what I just said, I may have accused you of something about inflation.
Yeah.
Give him a moment, folks. He's old. It takes him a while to get there.
Oh, I'm aware of the attempt at insulting, and I am not dignifying it.
I'm just remembering that thing one of my friends said of, I'm seeing more, what was it? I'm seeing more inflation at the Fed than I ever do at at the Federal Reserve than I've ever seen at a furry convention.
Oh. Look! Hi, Otto. Thank you.
See, the thing is, we tell him that quite a bit of the time. We just also sass him an equal amount.
Yeah, because we want everyone, Whacker, Otto, and everyone else to know that their opinions are valid, and they are loved regardless of their potential connection to various cultures, such as the Dutch.
Dude.
I'm joking.
Dude.
Otto is German. Deutsch, not Dutch.
Dutch has culture.
Jeez, savage. There's only one thing I hate worse than people intolerant of other people's culture, and that's the Dutch.
Yeah. I did enjoy me some Dutch food when I was there.
Mm.
And everybody, every single fucking person I ran into, every native Dutchman when I was there spoke flawless English. It was I wish I was exaggerating, wish I was joking. I'm not. Every single Dutch person spoke flawless English.
Yes, that'll be enough. You crit on a 2%. We take
I
those!
have no choice but to win.
And shit.
Something I am Belgian angrily.
Is not the kind of language you get good at. It's you get used to.
Were you saying English, Storm? 'Cause you cut off there.
I said English is not a language you get good at. You get used to it.
We don't speak English. We speak American. American.
You stop that.
We speak the King's American round here.
We speak American. America.
What a joyous feeling.
I speak internet, thank you very much.
No, you don't.
001101110111001.
You're just making shit up now.
You don't know.
Yeah, I do.
You don't know me. That's
Yeah,
my
I do.
purse.
He's on that Bobby Hill grind set.
I'll do it, Mama. It was my horse. Rale, that is probably stands as one of my all-time favorite moments of shit posting.
I appreciate being appreciated.
I'll go first.
My horse is a good girl.
Look at my horse. My horse is amazing.
I taste just like raisins.
No, you don't. You taste like...
I would not be surprised if Storm uses like grape shampoo or something.
Actually, I use strawberry.
The more you know.
Though sometimes I use like cucumber kiwi shampoo.
So I use this stuff that's called eucalyptus and birch, and it smells awesome.
What, the birch?
Yes, like a birch tree.
You're a birch.
Are you watching, Father? Victory is mine.
Yes. Yes.
Man. Shit.
Ready yourself.
And now you die.
I had to stop you.
I don't know why the AI chooses the option to attack Sensify instead of the much weaker other characters. Like, Diamant is quite poisoned at this point. He is, like, easily the better target.
Yeah, I gotta. Okay, so my experience with Fire Emblem is limited to obviously the last one, Three Houses, and this one. I will say that I feel like the character design and the art in this one is just way too over the top for my taste.
It's okay, I agree.
Yeah, this one the other one it was anime, but it still felt like
Relatively
consistent
realistic.
within itself, but
it was believable fantasy levels of whatever. This is just like we took all of the LSD and then did art.
I mean that is often how the art for JRPGs is done.
Yeah. This one is they pull too much fashion stuff. Like modern fashion stuff specifically.
Well, it looks very visual K.
I mean, also like this fucking longbow. It's harder to see in this, but it's a goddamn modern compound bow with the wheels and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, see, like no.
What a pain.
I declare unrealistic beauty expectations.
What?
Eat my face.
What?
I will atone.
Otto Von Pants, I have played Shining Force. I really like Shining Force. I am a massive fan of pretty much everything that the company that made Shining Force does.
I'm not.
Not a worry.
Magic's our best option here. Okay.
Allow me.
Allow me.
No apologies.
Emblem Engage.
Nope, not enough to do it. Oh, because we can't double him. That's a problem.
Of course.
Double the sun power.
No, don't do that, Roberta!
Growl.
The
Grid-based
Shining
combat.
Force game on GBA was a remake of, I believe, the original Shining Force titled Shining Force Resurrection of the Dark Dragon.
Hold on a minute.
Also, I don't remember if I continued my rant. I might have gotten distracted trying to not lose a unit in this fight. That is made by Camelot, which is the same people behind Golden Sun, with The Last Age being my favorite video game of all time.
Have they ported any of the like the original Advance Wars games to Switch?
So it's Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp is available on Switch. So it's a remaster / remake situation.
A remaster.
What's it called?
Advance
Camp?
Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp.
Now you know your limits.
Cool.
Well, now we know what Whacker is going to be doing all day tomorrow.
My turn.
I am the divine dragon.
Oh, that crits work. We take those. Goodbye.
I'm guided by the emblems.
Okay, still in range for the other guys, so we're gonna boogie woogie dance.
Cute again.
And we're gonna mend. Yes, beautiful.
I owe you one.
Yes, Digimon. Camelot's also known for the most of the Mario sports games, not all of them, but the majority of them. The only problem is I will not buy any of the Mario sports games on the Switch because I have made a vow that I will not give money to Camelot until they give me another Golden Sun game. At least a remake of the first two is one. Like, I'd take a remake of the first two. And no, the Switch Online variant does not count. Before anybody thinks to ask that.
Hey, does the Switch Online variant count?
Shut the fuck up, Storm.
I'm a naughty little horse.
Wow!
We found a button.
Oh, it's almost like my favorite fucking series in all of existence continues to not get a new game, despite getting more and more popular as time goes on, and Camelot dicking around making more fucking Mario sports games.
Hey man, whatever makes some money.
Rail's eye is just twitching.
The Switch is nearing the end of its life cycle. I swear to God.
Yeah, well, so are you, but we don't piss and moan about you.
Oh, ow!
Look, Rail.
We can't all be immortal eldritch beings like you, Whacker.
Look, Rail. Whatever Whacker says about you, I just want you to know that I will make an excellent pot pie out of you.
Do not make pot pie out of me. Pot pie is terrible.
Okay, fine. I'll make a burrito.
Make a turkey bacon pot pie out of them for saying that.
Look, I intend to be buried under some kind of tree that provides some sort of useful stuff. Okay?
We're gonna bury you under the tree that wax causes people to, like,
you will
experience
not.
excruciating pain.
He's gonna be buried under a gimpy plant.
His plant will grow the gimpy fruit.
So
wait a minute, he said that we had to bury him with this. We forgot. Looks like you're going to have to dig up the tree. I ain't digging up the tree, you dig up the tree.
Mechanical Sasquatch, Nintendo will actually let other people touch their IPs. They let Capcom make the Mario and Rabbids games that did really well. I think it was Capcom.
And now for me to bring up my rant, as you bring that up, which is, yeah, Capcom's busy making a whole lot of games. Other than Mega Man X9!
Fuck you, Mega Man Legends 3, piss off with Mega Man X!
You know what, as long as it was another Mega Man, really, I would be happy.
We can agree to this.
And peace was restored.
Peace was restored to the land.
We becalmed the calamity that was my memory.
I think I hear the jingle jangle of Fox coming home early.
Oh no, find the soup sock. Hide it from her.
The soup sock? What?
I don't know. I imagine that you do weird things with socks.
No.
Yeah, I kind of imagine that too.
Stop it. Get some help.
I live for those moments where Rail's brain just shorts out for like 5 to 10 seconds. Rebooting.
Oh my god, she brought me mozzarella sticks and a Coke.
This is a good
I
wife.
love and appreciate you. Ninja Turtle in chat. Capcom has heard your pleas. Capcom will now make a Silent Hill Pachinko machine.
I am angry that that's accurate.
Storm Song.
Yes.
Run us a tabletop RPG where we have to go through Silent Hill.
No.
Honestly, if I was requested to do that, I would try and then end up running an SCP campaign by accident.
Storm Song?
I mean...
some Mega Man-inspired tabletop RPG.
I've actually been thinking about the idea of running a Sentai Rangers RPG.
You can tell by the silence that he's trying to figure out how to make it work, because he's like, oh shit,
Oh.
that's actually good.
The worst part is I've thought about it before, and my friend built a system that's almost perfect for it.
I'd play it.
Yay!
Yeah, no, I'd play a Mega Man-inspired.
I mean, like, let's say you had like 5 players. What would be like your typical like party? You'd probably have the big brutish muscle head.
So my
Did not play
headcanon
role.
when I was a kid was basically that Mega Man characters, like robots as they are, because they had like human forms essentially, were basically Sentai. So it'd be Sentai with robots in a almost uniformly mecha setting where, you know, the whole goal is to protect the humans from the robots that have rebelled.
You could do it like the, what am I thinking? The Mega Man Battle Network games.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Could we be like the robots that like we're one of the ones that weren't turned?
Well, yeah.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. There's 2 different robots. There's like the robots, and then there's the Reploids, right?
Yeah, so Reploids are the robots that have, in essence, human motion, or something approximating it. And I say something approximating it because it's not entirely clear that what they experience is the same as emotion, but it is more than what, say, other machines experience. That it's, what's the word I'm looking for? They're self-aware, and they feel their various, like, protocols with the level of conviction to which we feel emotion.
I was thinking that.
But only X0 and a few others have shown genuine emotion by the time of X3, and then there is some indication that by, like, X6, actual emotions are popping up.
Isn't Zero, like, accidentally spreading the, like...
No, so he had the Sigma virus inside him when he woke up. It was made by Dr. Wily to fuck up everything Dr. Light ever built.
Mm-hmm.
But it jumped out of Zero into Sigma immediately because Zero's own consciousness was rejecting it because Zero went Maverick, but he went Maverick against Dr. Wily's intentions. So his consciousness rebelled against his programming in order to assert free will, which meant he did not want to be a murderer, he wanted to be a protector. Yep. And meanwhile, it's essentially the Sigma cult. It would be a good way to describe the main evil faction, because they aren't the only Mavericks. There are, you know, plenty of Mavericks that are not, you know, part of Sigma's forces. But the reason it's kind of a cult is Sigma constantly talks about, like, a prophecy and, like, an intended design, and it's not clear that he's really talking about, like, a genuine prophetic event so much as some design Dr. Wily had in mind.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time we get to Mega Man 9 or 10, you know, yeah, you could say that mechanical. But by the time we get to Mega Man 9 or 10, not X, just a regular Mega Man, we seem to get indication that the source of the Sigma virus was an alien artifact that Wily was able to capture before anyone else did. So it's possible that the virus that's driving the Maverick craze in the modern era of Mega Man X is straight up alien.
I still think the Legends games are the most interesting Mega Man setting.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also just personal preference, so.
Mm-hmm. And you're allowed to be wrong. We still love you.
Wow, okay.
It's my line.
But that's
I'm
how
gonna
we
say
got Tron
something.
Bonn and the little Mega Bloks guys I can't remember the names of.
Mm-hmm.
Mega Bloks. Oh.
And like anything with any video game franchise, some of this is interpretation. Some of it could be purely hearsay, but it feels a little more codified than, say, trying to make all the Final Fantasies make sense together. Which, don't get me wrong, I have absolutely attempted to do, but at some point it just breaks down.
It's just if nothing else, it's just a multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
With a unified, like, there's always crystals sort of thing.
Yeah. But then there's stuff in, like, Mega Man X that directly references stuff from Mega Man. There's stuff from Mega Man that kind of comes to explain what goes on in X. Then later you get to Mega Man Zero, and that gets into the, like, really grim, dark future of the world as stuff went wrong. And you see a lot of stuff from Mega Man X in that. Of course, by that point, X is no longer a physical being, but essentially an information fae. And Zero is running around in a resurrected body trying to understand what went wrong.
So...
Because robots with existentialism.
I can't help but look at
I am Zelkov. That is all you need to know.
Sigma and kind of get a Horus feel from Warhammer 40k.
Well, I mean, yeah, bald villain is bald.
Had this been a battlefield, I would be
There's a whole trope called Bald of Evil.
I'm sure it is. Like...
No, like, that's literally the trope name.
Yeah.
I am Saline, Princess of Firene.
Alfred has arrived.
There's a 30% chance she wins this.
You cut me down
Nope.
most effectively.
Oh, that's so annoying. She is just short of the level up.
Ninja Turtle has been quoted, and you were right to do so, Night Hell.
Indeed. Another finger curls on the monkey's paw.
I'm still of the belief that I'm just not taking wishes from anything. No, thank you.
Look, mine isn't a wish on the monkey's paw. Mine is a Fae contract.
You know, I don't know if you can trust the Fae
anymore. They will give me
anymore.
a new Golden Sun
game. I mean, the Fae just want to mess with you. A demonic being wants to make you suffer, but then at one point, you know, when did those two collide, you know?
Well, if you were to look at, like, what characterizes them, it might be best to describe the Fae as having problems with impulse control, whereas demons are actively malevolent in the way they're described.
There's an argument that a Fae contract's not that bad as long as you're careful with your wording and you know, follow through, keep your part of the bargain, and go in with good intent.
Of course, it could be the Fae from SCP who end up stealing your name, but not just your name, like your true name. And so one guy gets turned into a desk at some point because of it.
Oh yeah, no, never gamble with your true name, kids.
Yep.
Wait. Explain this to me.
Okay, so the Fae have the ability to take anything that's even remotely alive, and that includes inanimate objects that have, like, semi-conscious energy, you know, so think of, like, a river that has a spirit or something. kind of get into that Shinto mindset. And if the Fae steals your name, the absence of a name will basically cause your body to absorb any nearby name that it can to have an identity. And so one of the stories ends with this Fae who was robbed of his identity stealing one of the doctor's identities. And the doctor ends up accidentally absorbing the identity of his desk.
Okay.
This is giving me a headache.
It's SCP, it often should.
Sure, you're cute enough.
You know,
Like always.
I would often think that giving a spirit to, you know, the woods or a river or the mountains is something that the humans do, or is that just like anything of significant consciousness, something as like an agreed upon consciousness of that particular.
You're talking about anthropomorphization?
Kinda.
Where we say, like, there's a spirit of this and a spirit of that and so forth?
Yeah, like the spirit of the woods, like...
I mean...
Is this a malevolent woods, or is this a benign woods, you know?
Yeah, so it would be the case that... We seem... And I have to check the source on this, because I heard this from someone last night. I need to actually go and research it, because taking the word of someone on the internet, you know? They've confirmed that as far as they can tell, elephants may have rudimentary rudimentary religious rituals.
Oh yeah, they don't bury their dead, but when they come across their graves and all that, they kind of like seem to pay. They even like recognize like this is Grandpa's bones, or these are, you know, Auntie's bones somehow.
Well, and not just that, but they seem to actually move in lunar cycles, and they bathe in ritualistic fashion during certain cycles of the moon.
Prince Alfred, I suppose it must seem rather suspicious for an illusion to be
So you
roaming
mentioned
alone after
SCP
dark.
stuff and
I
the
assure
Fae
you
with
I have
SCP
no
stuff.
plans
My
to
favorite
murder
Fae
anyone, nor to set
SCP
anything
entry
on fire.
is the mass
Such
transit
assurances must mean little coming
network
from
of
me.
the Fae.
you
That
don't
is
Oh, yeah.
a corgi in a bush. Like
Except for that the corgi is extremely long and snakes throughout the world.
the long
So
boy.
a very long corgi that is also a train.
Is he a good boy?
Oh, he's a very good boy.
He's a very good boy.
I like the gorp, the orange blob.
Oh, SCP-999.
Yeah, the blob is just a friend. He is like
Yeah.
the definition of friend shaped.
And also his nickname is the Tickle Monster.
Twists and turns, it's easy to get confused.
Like, that's what they call him in the article.
If you're going where I think you're going, I know the way.
It's a shame what kind of happened to Peanut.
Well, I mean, that was bound to happen with the way SCP evolved from just a one-off to a many-off. Like, just, it makes sense that once they started wanting to control any attempts at copyrighting the material, they also had to, in turn, respect copyrights that may or may not have been violated by their material.
Yeah.
That's right. I sat down to handle a pressing task.
I wonder what that guy did with that art piece.
I was watching the sunrise.
What was it you were doing?
I'm not sure.
I was drafting requests for funding to send to Brodia's nobles.
It might have ended up in, like, a museum or something.
Any loans will be used as political
So,
in the future. I'm worried.
SCP kind of follows the typical, like, organization that captures and controls the anything beyond the mundane, right?
Yeah. Well, as they put it, anything that is a threat to baseline normalcy. But they also make a very pointed point of capturing and containing and protecting. They rarely terminate. But when they do so with prejudice.
Things that are
Like,
terminated are things that are like an actual threat just by existing.
Mm-hmm. I think my favorite one, and it's just, you know, amid all the darkness and shit, and not my favorite SCP, but just like my favorite, oh, and this random one exists too, is this infinitely duplicating cake that, if it's not eaten, will become an additional cake, and if it's allowed to keep going, it will flood and cover the world in cake. So the containment procedure is just that any non-diabetic members of staff each day have to eat a piece of the cake.
Now, I would think that they'd keep that cake in the room with something that just eats a lot.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what the things I love about SCP is the stuff that's like relatively harmless, just interesting in the specific ways that it has to be.
I think my actual, I think my actual favorite in terms of articles is Where the Dragons Went.
Oh yeah, the boss.
Oh yeah.
Because I heckin' cry every time.
Right?
Oh yeah, that's right. The labeling system isn't how dangerous it is, but how easy or hard it is to contain, right?
Yep. Yep. But yeah, no, Grimos knows what I'm talking about. If it, if any of you have not experienced enough feels for one day, go look up SCP Where the Dragons Went.
So yeah, we should talk more when we get the time.
Talk? Is that your idea of gathering intel? Are you really gonna go that easy on me?
It also works because it actually it's as effective as it is as a storytelling device, because that particular one plays so heavily on a lot of those childhood movies like
Never-ending Story.
Never-ending Story, Flight of Dragons,
Flight of Dragons, the death of
Dragonheart,
the death of the magical, or the slow, gradual death of the magical realm.
Yeah, because of course,
because our imagination or our belief in the magical realm is deteriorating.
Mm-hmm.
God, it's like that scene with the rock monster.
Mm-hmm.
That just reminds me of one of the things that I tend to disagree with Brandon Sanderson on is
Is it so obvious?
Brandon Sanderson, I like his writing, but he is also one of the proponents of having more structured magic systems.
Only recently.
Structured might not be I think he says structured. I would say the magic system has to have some kind of internal consistency.
Yeah, internal consistency. Which, while I understand that to a point, and in most cases it's good, it also takes away some of the magic of magic. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
How ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Wars are often...
Well, so a good example is you have, the rules of magic stated in Full Metal Alchemist when they state the rules of alchemy. And yes, it's not magic, whatever, magic by any other name. It's the setting's big Wuju Kabumi thing.
Yeah, it's magic. It's magic based in science, but it's still magic.
Yeah, but that, they state very early on that there is, the law of equivalent exchange. But then the entire show goes to dismantle that.
I mean, the entire show doesn't actually dismantle it. It never breaks that rule.
I'm glad you have
physics.
Somewhat subvert it, but
no. What I mean is physically, it follows the rule. But when you get to where they try to figure out the cost of a human soul, or they start to figure out their actions are not getting equal and opposite reactions outside of the alchemy, they realize that even if alchemy works that way, the world does not work by equal and opposite reactions.
Rale is very quiet because Rale is leaning back while he eats his mozzarella sticks.
This too is excellent.
But at the very least, you know you're not alone.
Thank you, Prince Alchrist. I find that very reassuring.
And while normally I do what, do you want to hear me chew and lean in and chew into the mic? That's disgusting, and I'm not going to do that.
In one D&D campaign, we pretty much almost used up all the diamonds in a town because we kept resurrecting ourselves. It started making me think of how stuff like that affects supply and demand.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have realms like the Earth realm where you could go in there and mine up raw materials and then come back.
I just had a thought. In D&D sessions or D&D settings, that's the word I was looking for. In D&D settings where diamonds are required for resurrection, why the heck does not every diamond mine have a church built on top of it?
Actually, believe in Forgotten Realms, some of the diamond mines are the sole property of certain churches.
The Firenese lifestyle is more pastoral. We lack your taste for intrigue and risk.
Because of that whole thing.
Make tea with me sound like some kind of big adventure.
Quite a dangerous one, yes. Good day, Prince Fagado.
And just like that, she's gone. Guess this will take some doing.
I forget which city it is, but there's a city where I know that to be the case in Forgotten Realms.
One of the little creative projects I'd like for us to get down and do would be make our own pantheon for a, you know...
Wasn't someone doing that? Actually, wasn't Techie doing that?
Techie, and then there was also the whole, like, when we tried to create a setting in the Aux, and that sort of went crazy for a bit.
Yeah, because wasn't I the god of bureaucracy?
Oh, I think Techie...
Wasn't that Super Florence?
I don't think that was specifically Super Florence.
Of course, it is worth bearing in mind that, you know, Techie comes up with a million ideas on the fly because he's like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But that I would assume stuff like that is specifically his realm, you know? Like,
yeah. Techie should be the god of and then, or yes and.
Yeah, he really is.
He is Super Florence's creator god of yes and. Would that make... Do you think he's a trickster god?
No.
Potent.
Save lives?
Princess Saline?
I'm sorry, it's nothing.
Maybe a god of
You have
change?
something to do. I shall take my leave and my leaves.
Well, thank you.
Well, I mean, there's a difference between change and bringing something forth into reality that wasn't previously there.
Fair. You'd have to go with some kind of creator god then.
Well, it's, I mean, and sometimes they are both. Like, you have the way Lorcan is portrayed in Elder Scrolls.
Okay, Mo has it right. God of a can of worms.
You know, I guess I'm a little gun shy around the concept of a god of change because of Warhammer 40K.
Mm-hmm.
I think change maybe like the possibility of corruption and contorting,
We are battling?
but also something that already exists. You know, creation gods are almost like make something from nothing, whereas change is to take something and alter its state.
Yeah. Also, mozzarella sticks are done, so I should be a bit louder now because I'm actually sitting up again.
Yeah. And usually, I would think creator gods are usually the high all-father alpha gods that, in the process of creating said universe, have to use their own being to do so, because even though they are like almighty creator gods, you still have to make something from something.
Mm-hmm.
Is she leaving so soon? I had hoped to invite her to tea. What a darling girl.
But yeah, like in Elder Scrolls, one of the concepts is basically various, you couldn't quite call them gods, but like impulses of creative energy were essentially coaxed or even outright tricked into becoming complete entities via being joined to create the different, essentially yin and yang states that were needed for a world to be made. And some of the various gods actually ended up like trying to avoid it because it would mean the loss of self amid becoming part of this new world. So that's where it is both raw creation and trickery.
That's actually, I do something similar in some of my settings, that part of becoming a god is you gain phenomenal cosmic power, but you also lose your sense of self and free will. Like, your personality is still technically there, but it's bent to your aspect of godhood.
Yeah. And so,
Afraid?
That's right.
You first, Daniel.
Sorry, go ahead.
Now I work like this every day to
I was gonna say, like, because you've become the god of this aspect, like, maybe you become more fixated on this aspect than you were as a human, you know?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You also start to not really connect to other humans anymore.
And usually it does seem that gods, like, for some reason, they're not allowed to mess with the material realm as much as they'd probably like to. I mean, I know the Greek gods did, but they probably didn't do it any more than they already wanted to. unless they just weren't interested in such.
Yeah, so like in Elder Scrolls, the idea is that the 9 divines are essentially those who gave up their bodies. Well, the original 8 gave up their bodies to become the Earth. Because one of the divines had been slain, it left a mantle behind which was able to be occupied by anybody who had sufficient willpower, which is within where the 9th comes from. And that gets into the weird, like, almost orc-like belief logic of Elder Scrolls, because then it gets into this whole other thing where it's like certain beliefs end up being true in certain parts of the world because literally the belief has reshaped the world, but then end up not being true in other parts of the world.
Yeah.
And it's why so many contradictory gods seem to actually exist simultaneously.
I mean, I guess belief in and of itself can be a power, but not necessarily the power. Like
Grimos
anything...
Grimos wants to waterboard an AI.
The thing, a lot of things is we think about is, you know, when we think about gods, we usually think about the realms of good and evil, like divine and abyssal or demonic. But I think we often forget about the primordial gods, or like not necessarily the gods, but like the titans. Like because it's usually like, I think it was the Mesopotamians, where basically you had the order gods and the chaotic gods, and the chaotic gods are like, or not even gods, that they were just, you know, aspects of the actual natural world that, you know, necessarily didn't have as much order to them as the human-like gods to them, and they were often slain, and things were made from their bodies, like basically, you know, turning chaos into order in certain ways.
Yeah, it's like Marduk and Tiamat, and Apsu and so forth. I'm still every time I think about that now, I just think about that strange line from C-Lab 2021 where she's like, if I eat anything, there won't be room for Marduk, the god of all. And the other guy's like, Marduk does not desire your desiccated husk of a shell.
It amazes me.
It's like, I don't even know what they're on about, but I'm here for it.
So I hoped you might teach me to be more like you.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Too bad for you, though. I'm not teaching you a thing. Maybe if you weren't a Prince of Brodia, I'd have considered it. But you? Nope. No way.
Oh,
You know,
I understand.
I have a kind of like
Brodia has invaded Illusia more
a theory, or not necessarily a belief, but like a line of thinking which I call vesselism.
I'm
Like, everything that has a physical being and a shape can be a vessel for maybe a spiritual nature. And like, I think it's one of the reasons why it may be frowned upon to make dolls and such, because that would be a very accommodating vessel for like entities that have like wicked desires to enter into. You know, they might be able to, you know, like something that can be like something that's like the approximation of a human form could start like moving about and maybe even making tools and altering the world, where something like an urn or a rock, you can possess it, but what is it going to do? It's just that thing.
I mean, that is the logic behind a lot of
Plato's
things.
theory of forms. That's what that sounds like. Took me a little bit to remember which philosopher.
Yeah. Now, if we're talking about, like, are you talking just in general, or are you talking about, like, specifically the Abrahamic traditions?
I mean, yeah, the Abrahamic traditions, but it probably can be pushed off to other traditions and such, because
so
it does seem like in every belief, things can be possessed to a certain degree, you know, like the rocks, the trees. Luminous beings are we, not this crude matter.
Yeah, and there is definitely, I would say that's a more general version of a thing. The thing with idol worship in like the Torah, is that it was seen as essentially blasphemous beyond blasphemous for something actually alive to bow before something that was made by those things that are alive.
Yeah, yeah.
That it is putting non-living things over living things. In the modern sense,
oh god, shopping song.
Yay!
Time to go shopping for candy. I'm sorry.
Sounds like you're having fun.
It reminds me of gumballs. That's all I see, gumballs.
All by yourself.
Matt?
No guards or escorts?
I think they're supposed to be like fruits.
She should be like...
How are you going incognito just like that?
Thank you, but
she should be like on the Candyland map.
Right.
Aw, that's a shame.
Tamara and Celine are like the two characters that are like, I feel, the highlights of my problems with the clothing design of this game.
I don't mean to meddle in the
I mean, there's that one girl that looks like she's got candy cane style hair. The one that was like bad and turned good.
Yeah.
The younger sister one, I guess.
Yeah, she's also pretty bad.
Besides, spending time with
She's
real people,
enough.
it makes me a better princess.
Oh, actually, no. The more I think about it, yeah, no,
training
she's
makes you a
just
better
as bad.
See where I'm
Okay.
coming from?
Okay, from Quint List. In the realm of Candyland, what is a being of diabetes or the diabetic monster? Would you think it'd be a monster or a curse or?
I see. That's an interesting perspective.
So I just thought,
think that one over. While I
because of that, Candyland but Cthulhu.
Yeah. There you go. I'm just thinking back to that very sad MLP fanfiction where Pinkie Pie gets diabetes.
Ugh.
Yikes! Cedal, what's with the shouting?
When did Dippin' Dots become sentient and humanoid?
You're breaking your promise.
I'll tell you what, if she was like on the if there was a Dippin' Dots like cart and like they had a cutout of her, I'm pretty sure some people would go there and be like, hell yeah, I want Dippin' Dots.
Man, I haven't had
Hey, look,
Dippin' Dots
Vincent.
in ages.
Oh, that does ring a bell now that you mention it. Something about big flavors being a big distraction.
It's Vincent if he took up dancing instead of joining the Turks.
You swore you wouldn't cook your dishes near me.
Yes.
Here you are. You and your meat.
You and your meat.
You and your meat. Wait a minute, guy. You have a
meat.
problem with meat?
Oh, sure. Have at it.
If I remember correctly, he has very specific dietary requirements for his power set and for his dancing.
Demon? I was trying to be polite. If it bothers you that much, why not go away and let me eat in peace?
Oh, I'll leave all right. Far, far, far away. I will beat this trial. You'll see. Moon and stars, I beg of you. Keep me from this meaty temptation.
Yes.
Oh, temptation, like he wants to partake.
Yeah, from what it smells good, and that's his problem. Is he can't eat it, but it smells delicious.
I gotcha.
Hey, Princess Tamara. Hey, Lady Anna.
See, if everyone had character designs like fucking Anna here, it would be great.
Have enough of in the Queendom of Soul. Is this a riddle? I love riddles. Okay, let's think this through. It's not a riddle or any other kind of game.
That reminds me of that line from
Then why are you asking?
The Last Unicorn.
Will help me decide what to stock and sell, right?
I can't remember it. Like,
If anyone knows all there is to know about Soul, it'd be you. So you came to me.
oh yeah, like the cat. You know, the lady's trying to find a secret entrance to the bad guy's underground lair, and the cat knows, and she's telling him in riddles, and she picks him up and shakes him and says, "Curse you, cat! Why must you speak in riddles?" And you know, the cat claws her and then jumps off, and he's like, "What kind of cat would I be if I didn't speak and if I gave a straight answer? You harg." Yes, he was a pirate cat. He had a peg. He was a cat with a peg leg and an eye patch.
This is adorable. And also, I remember this. I need to watch that movie again.
I also remember the drunk skeleton. I loved him.
I don't remember this movie. What movie?
The Last Unicorn.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, I've never watched The Last Unicorn.
I didn't know that it was like there was a comic of it, but there's also a story of it, and I didn't know the story was that sad.
You could say that, Princess Tamara.
I mean,
Well, what's on your mind?
it's kind of one of those stories where it's like, what does an immortal being do when it learns the concept of death?
You want to become the next village matriarch.
Yes, that's right. It was decided I had
Yes.
to take my mother's place. But I had always dreamed of being a knight. The whole
I also
thing
didn't
was
know that
unreasonable.
Gimdry, was that the wizard's
You're a
name?
free spirit, even back then.
I wouldn't call myself
I didn't know he was immortal.
Not really.
He's cursed
After
to it.
Traveling on my own for a while, roaming with nowhere to go, I met a fearless woman riding on a wolf. Now she was a free spirit.
Who, me?
Free spirit.
The
means
last
being covered.
unicorn, I am alive.
And out of nowhere,
I'm
you turned
alive.
Pixar didn't happen.
All I can think now is
didn't realize it
always
then, but
I want to be
that
with
chance
you
encounter
and make
would change
believe
my
with
Believe
you and
you
live in
and live in
harmony,
harmony,
always.
That's how it goes sometimes with wizards, yes. That's why the term, a wizard did it, is a hard argument to fight against.
There you are, Clan.
Huh? Hello, Princess Hortensia.
The one time I heard a wizard did it was when we went into a cave that had like a small opening, and it was a giant like underground lake, and a giant crab, like a colossal crab, lived in there. And we're like, "How did the colossal crab get in here?" And the guy said, "A wizard did it."
From me, I mean.
It so happens, a little birdie told me, you, my clan shell, are the president of my fan club.
We gotta find this bird. This bird is a snitch.
And shouldn't you be, I don't know, swooning? Your idol is
What funny little bird
you.
in yonder
Princess
tree.
Hortensia, I think you might
Kookaboodle.
be a little bit confused.
In yonder tree.
Confused? Confused how?
Well, the fan club I'm the president of is...
What? You're the president of a fan club for your own leash?
I'm so sorry for the... misunderstanding?
Ugh, embarrassing. Wait, Clan! The Princess of Illusia has orders for you.
What?
I want you to form me a fan club.
I don't work for you.
Bitch, you're not my manager.
You're not my liege.
What was it? It's like, where were you? Doing stuff. I'm stuff. Jaina, no! You're screwing my vassal.
Oh, Anna is so formal. Call me Lady Anna.
Oh, right. Sorry. I meant, hey, Lady Anna.
Yep, there you go. So, what are you in the market for today?
I'm looking for an
So something I was
anniversary
thinking
present
about
for my
earlier
folks.
was,
Oh,
you know, the
you're a
thing,
merchant.
the
you have
sort of
anything like that for
storylines
sale?
of what achieving phenomenal cosmic power does to a person.
Mm-hmm.
How much of that is kind of extrapolating, because it's easier for us to wrap our minds around how something like that would change a person, or as opposed to something more quote-unquote mundane as getting rich would change a person.
I mean, we do both. But yeah, I think...
My logic being, it's a lot easier to see someone gaining immortality, massively changing their personality, as opposed to just getting rich. And just is doing a lot of heavy lifting here.
I'm gonna say that I think there's something else to it, which is gaining immortality has other implications. Not the least of which includes, you know, losing out on... Well, how am I trying to say this?
If you're going with you lose, like, you get to see the rest of your family die sort of thing.
No, that's not what I'm getting at. I'm talking about the sort of finite definition of your life that actually adds meaning to things.
Yeah.
But the other...
is you
well,
compare and contrast.
Go ahead,
finish
but what I'm... what I'm saying is that dang it, sorry. I'm also playing a video game as I'm saying this. So the thing with gaining immortality or gaining like phenomenal cosmic power, because that's really the exact wording you used. I assume you're kind of on the idea of like to become someone becoming a god or something like that, and how that would change them.
Yeah.
A lot of times when people are granted more than is normal to a human, and this can include becoming fabulously wealthy because most humans aren't fabulously wealthy. It's more about how the lack of limitations begins to detriment like empathy and the ability to identify with other humans. I think that's where I think the trope comes from.
I'm afraid that I would, if I were to be given like godly powers, I might eventually go the route of like Injustice Superman.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fair.
Right. In your quest to do what is right and make the world do, like make the world a just place, you might just start. It's not that you start doing things, but you might start believing like, well, it's okay to go this far if it brings, greater good.
So as well, what I was going to say, Rel, is as I think out loud about what I just said and what you just said, I would say actually we're probably kind of talking about the same thing, but looking at different aspects of it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to actually retract that I disagree with you, and more that my brain sort of went to a different prospect of the thing.
You went a different way with it. Yeah, because
Yeah.
my thought process is how much is something like, for instance, if you're immortal over time you'll have to watch your family and friends die, related to if you become fabulously wealthy, you basically, in a lot of cases, you'll watch a lot of your relationships die because suddenly you have to worry about, are they friends with me because they want to be friends with me, or are they here for my money?
There is that. I think there's also another aspect that's often not explored, which is people that get wealthy, with the exception of like, what would you call it? With the exception of winning the lottery. Most people that get wealthy, like, by their own abilities, tend to have, very type A personalities, with some exceptions. And that tends to include being very controlling both with others, but also with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of times I think people like that are actually predispositioned to have difficult relationships. So it's not just that the money changes them, it's that people like that are already predispositioned to have difficulty keeping relationships even before they ever got the money. And not to say every type A person's like that, but if you meet, like, big business CEOs or the kind of people who become, high-up lawyers or, like, super successful doctors, they're often very laser-focused to the detriment of their personal life.
Fair.
Which is what you kind of see with, like, Doctor Strange and the Avengers.
As much as this is honestly an extremely interesting conversation, it is about that time.
Oh.
So, lads, anything to say before we go?
Remember, kids, don't do drugs unless your doctor tells you, and we love you. And be good to each other.
Andy?
If you're having existential crisis, play a nice video game.
Right?
Yes.
or go look at the leaves in the green. Like,
touch grass.
Lately I've been thinking about how I love all things green. Like, you just can't go wrong with greenery, can you?
Yeah, no, I know
really
people
not.
use touch grass as an insult, but it's like actually something you should probably do once in a while. Go outside, get some fresh air. As someone who works from home and will accidentally go literally days without going outside, go outside. It's good for your health.
The natural world is a wonderful place. It has its horrors, but,
Yeah, find a nice hiking trail near you and just go for a walk.
And if you hear something crying your name, don't go to it.
No, obviously. Whacker, do you have anything?
Touch grass. Touching grass is nice.
But I'm allergic to grass. It makes me swell up and break out. Oh, God!
And I will add one last thing. And this is very important because we live in a time.
I don't want to live in interesting times anymore. Stop it.
Yeah, we live in a time, so be good to each other, and always remember that turkey bacon is the superior bacon.
Fuck off, Storm. It's my stream. You don't get to cut the stream on that shit.
I want to try goose bacon.
All right, everybody, stay safe. Have a beautiful time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.